Good evening, and welcome to Unabashedly Speaking with Mimi and Mashonda. I am Mashonda.
And I am Mimi.
Hey y'all, it's been a long time. We back with season 2. We can't wait to get started, but first let me play this little intro. We'll be right back. And we are back with Unabashedly Speaking with Mimi and Mashonda, season 2. So Mimi, girl, tell me about it.
I can't wait. I'm so excited. I
Yes,
miss
ma'am.
y'all. I You've been showing out lately, but we're gonna save that. We're gonna save that. I'm gonna let you tell what you've been up to, okay?
Girl, this is chapter 45 coming up, and this is Mashonda getting her groove back. Okay, Bump Stella, Mashonda getting her groove back. Me and my girl Elisa, y'all remember Elisa? We've been on our grind. We've been trying to get right and get tight. You know what I'm saying? So I lost 53 pounds so far. Elisa is down to 37, 38 pounds. So it's an all new year. We working on mind, body, and soul 360 degrees. Not just trying to look good, but trying to feel good mentally, physically, emotionally, all that good stuff. So yeah, we are definitely trying to do it. And you've been working. I mean, you was already fine. You was already the way you needed to be, but I know you've been working on your mental as well, and loving you and things like that. So
Yes. There's been a lot of different things going on over here. A lot of different changes. But right now, what I'm really focused on, to be honest, let me take my glasses off so I can be very transparent, okay?
Okay.
But no, seriously, I'm working on being, what's the word? Being myself. Being unique. I'm just being me. I'm trying to detox. I'm trying to do a mental and physical cleanse. Because let me tell you, baby, them soul ties hit different.
Hey.
Soul ties hit different, okay? You have to do a lot to be able to cleanse yourself physically and mentally, and let me tell you, and emotionally, because baby, girl, it's a spiritual warfare, it's a mental warfare, it's a physical warfare. It's so many different things that our bodies go through that we don't even pay attention to. We don't pay attention to, but girl, let me tell you, I'll be right there with y'all, okay? So when we go for this cruise,
hey, we definitely going on a getting our groove back cruise for the girls coming up soon, and we will keep y'all posted when that happens, because we gonna be turning up. Hey Kiki, what's up, my girl? Thank you for tuning in. And yes, absolutely, and this is something I try to tell my clients all the time. Like, people don't get this soul tie connection is real. Like, the soul tie connection is so real. Like, people do not understand why a lot of times they will stick with a person that they know is no good for them. Like, they know the person is toxic. They know the relationship is toxic. They know that maybe sex is the only thing that's working. Sometimes that ain't even good. You know what I'm saying? But for some reason they can't leave. They can't get out of the relationship. And as soon as they do, they come right back. They be like putting on they fuck him girl dress and be like, fuck him girl. And then the next thing you know, oh, but I miss him. Oh girl, I got to go back. Girl, stop.
But you know what? Even if they get away from that person, you still have to realize, like, every time you're intimate with somebody, whoever they've been intimate with, you still take on all of that.
Yes.
So I could be saying, but because Michael over here done slept with Susie, so now I'm taking on Susie's depression and Susie's PTSD.
And that's what we call spiritual STDs, y'all. You can get spiritual STDs too, as well as soul tie connections. But a soul tie connection is something you really like Mimi said, you have to detox yourself after a relationship to break that soul tie connection, because you really become intertwined with one another. And if you don't actually break that soul tie connection, you can't break free of that person. You have to cleanse yourself of these spiritual STDs, because she's absolutely right. Every person that person has been with, you are taking on a piece of their essence, a piece of their energy. And if some of these people got nasty things attached to their soul, well, now you got nasty attached all to you as well. So
yeah. If you, even while being in a relationship, a marriage, or whatever, you still need to try to break that soul tie, because you're going to lose yourself in the process.
Exactly.
So, just, because, you're getting a divorce or you're separated. No, like, you could be within that relationship and you still need to do that for yourself. Yes. Both of you do. Both of the people in the relationship need to do that, because you need to be, what's the word? I can't depend on anybody else to make me happy. I have to make myself happy within. So if I'm not happy within, I can't properly love you. I can't properly love myself. I can't properly love my children. None of that. So yes, all of that plays a part in your relationship.
And cleansings in general are very, very important. People don't realize, like, they think that I got a cleansing 20 years ago. No. You really have to have a cleansing like every month. A spiritual cleansing is just as important as cleansing your body, if not more. Because you might not have to do a spiritual cleansing every day, but just like when you go out in the world and you get dirt attached to you, well, you go out into the world, you get spiritual debris attached to you. And the more and more spiritual debris you got attached, it's like a dirty drain. If your drain is clogged up, the water ain't gonna flow. Well, if your spirit is clogged up with that debris that you get from the outside world, things are not going to flow properly in your life, as well as your health and even your luck, your finances. Things will get stagnant. So you need to do a cleansing, whether you hire somebody like me to do it, or you go see Yemaya directly and go to the ocean and dunk yourself in the ocean and see her and ask her for a cleansing. But there are things you could do. You could do spiritual baths. A lot of that stuff you can research. Now, there are different levels of cleansings. The bath is not going to be as powerful as going to Yemaya or a practitioner who is ordained to do it for you. But it's more than not doing it at all. You know what I mean? And the ocean is free, so you can't say you ain't got the funds, because the ocean is very powerful. You cleanse yourself in that water. But cleansings are very, very important.
Yes. So how do you feel since you've been back from your vacation in the Bahamas?
Girl, yes, me and Yemaya had a good old time being in that water, and it was so beautiful. The gods blessed us to have beautiful weather, because it was like gloomy and rainy, and it was supposed to rain the whole weekend. I was slightly sad because I was going to make the best of it no matter what. But it was no rain. It was beautiful skies. My girl already know I was sending her photos of the clouds and the ocean. And I mean, I couldn't have asked for a better trip. The water was calm. I didn't get sick. And when we was on that water, touching my feet in Yemaya and getting that Caribbean ocean that's away from all the city and away from all the traffic. And, that water is clearer and cleaner. It was so amazing. How you doing, Kiki? How you doing out there? You said hi, but how you doing, girl?
Can you see it? This is one of the pictures that she sent me of the sun.
I can't really see it that good, no.
Let me tell y'all something. These pictures are amazing. Like, I could feel the energy just by looking at the pictures. Like, I felt like I was there, to be honest. I was like, oh my gosh, I should be there.
Yes, and you will be, because we trying to go Jamaica me crazy. You know what I'm saying? We about to go out on the beach of Jamaica if we can work it out. Now, if our girl Elisa, if she can't get her passport, then we gonna just, we gonna keep it stateside. But we gonna try to go international waters if we can.
I mean, we just have to go to the Bahamas. We just have to go to the Bahamas.
Hey, that's all good too. Yeah. I'm so Kiki. It's always great to see you. But how are you doing? You said, how are we doing? We doing great. How are you doing? How are things going with you? Because I know you've been having your own struggles. But But yeah, so
Right?
we definitely just wanted to come on here and shoot the shizzle and just say that we are coming back. All right. I know some of y'all been asking and waiting for us to come back. When we coming, I do feel like I got a little bit of glow too to it. Okay. I need to spend more time out in that sun because I love my glow. All right. But yeah, we are definitely coming back. We're gonna have a lot more. We're gonna do things differently. It's not gonna be so much about what's going on in the entertainment world. No, we're not gonna not talk about things, because if something need to be talked about, it need to be talked about, because the entertainment world be entertaining, okay?
Yeah.
But we really want to talk more about empowerment, elevation, what's really going on, especially amongst women. Now, this is not a women's podcast, but we going up because sometimes the women need it more. Because women are so powerful and they don't know their own worth. They don't know their own power. They don't trust their own intuition. And I ain't going to talk too much about that because my girl Elisa wanted to talk about that. So we going to wait till she on. To really get into trusting the intuition. Go ahead.
Yeah, and we want to get into with some men as well, because
of course, most definitely.
Okay, I got a lot of questions for you men out there. Okay, now because who else better to ask other than a man? Exactly. We have questions we want men to be able to answer, and only you all can answer them. So we're gonna have some men on the podcast, and get some answers that each sex has been wanting to ask, but they may not know how to ask their own significant other, or they may not have a significant other. But either way, we have some questions. We're going to go in head first in these topics this season. Like, everything is going to be very transparent. We're not sitting on our hands and we're not biting our tongues. It's going to be what it's going to be. It's going to give what it's supposed to give, okay? But we're just excited to be back, and this season is going to be better than last season. And like Mashonda said, yes, we're still going to talk about what's going on in the entertainment world or whatnot, but we're really, 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 really focusing on people. Like, we want to hear your stories. We have a lot of guests that's going to be coming on this season to talk about, they may have a podcast, talk about their podcast or their books. I know a lot of people that are writing their own books right now. People want to talk about their businesses. It's just so much that people are doing, and we want to be that platform for you to be able to share it with others. And we're going to also intertwine with some podcasts as well. So, that's
we definitely like to keep it real. And let me just say, I'm glad things are going okay with you, Kiki. Don't forget, you can reach out to me, girl, if anything is going on. I am here for you, and we can't wait. We know you have a lot of things that that you want for us to talk about. We definitely going to get into that. I know some things have changed since you asked, because some things were current that might not be current anymore. But we also want to hear from all y'all, whoever comes across this podcast who wants us to talk about things. Look, if you are looking for guidance or mentoring, let me tell you, we are some powerful spiritual beings on this podcast. We are women who have experienced a lot, and we definitely got some words of wisdom. We definitely got some words of advice, and we might even get to learn from you guys as well. So if anybody is looking for any kind of help, any kind of direction, we not saying that we doctors, at least not yet, you know what I'm saying, but we definitely will help you in any way that we can. But we would love to hear from whoever comes across this podcast, ideas of things to talk about. Thank you, Kiki. And as well as if you need any kind of help, or if you want to be a guest yourself, we are definitely open to having people on the show. So
yes, but I do want everyone out there, I want you to do something for me. All of your old coats, not when I say old, I don't mean like ancient and raggedy, but some coats that you're not using, that your children aren't using, please, 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 please give them to someone. There's so many homeless individuals out here that need coats and shoes and blankets. Please give it to them. And if you see them on the street, can you give it to them, as opposed to taking it to like the Salvation Army, because I know a lot of those places they make the people buy them. If they don't have money, how can they get it?
And a lot of things they reject if they don't feel that they can make money off of it. It could be something good that might have like one little hole in it or something like that, and they will reject it, where somebody will definitely take that. They ain't worried about that little hole. They just trying to keep warm. So there are things that you can do. There are places you can go. And it could just be Joe you see up the street. You know what I'm saying? You walking past him and you see him cold. Hey, come back and bring something.
Yeah.
I like to give a shout out to my dad, because my dad, he gives back to his home country, which is the Bay Islands of Roatan in the Caribbean. But he is constantly sending everything he can get a hold of, because a lot of things he'll get from Shaq's family, because when you got money, you tend to be getting rid of clothes fast. So he'll get stuff from them. He'll get stuff from wherever he can get it from, and he sends it back to his home country. And anything that they can't use because they are an island, so it doesn't get too cold, he sends it to the VA as a veteran. That's what he does. But we all can be doing stuff like that. You know what I mean? We all can be doing that. And a lot of times the younger generation, they ain't bothered with, I hate to see the philanthropy die with the older generation. So we got to keep that going, y'all. You got to take care of one another. We all need to be taking care of one another, because let me tell you something, the government ain't worried about you. So we got to take care of each other, because you might very well find yourself in that same position and you hoping somebody help you out. God forbid you end up on the streets. But then you was somebody who just looked past the person that needed help, and now you need help. Everything you put out, it comes back to you. Like I had posted not too long ago, something that Cat Williams has said. I really liked it. He said he has learned that the universe works on a system, and there is a certain currency, and whatever you put out, you want to receive. So he's constantly making deposits, because he was asked, why is he so generous? He said he's just making deposits because when he wants to make a withdrawal, he wants to make sure that the funds are available. So you can't be expecting to get something back if you're not giving nothing. The universe works on a currency, whether it's spiritual currency or physical currency. So if you constantly wanting to take, but you don't want to pay it forward, then one day you're going to get denied at the ATM.
Exactly. No funds available.
So, give and you receive. Cosmic, and you might feel like, oh, well, I'm rich, I ain't worried about that. But hey, there's an afterlife. Best believe that what you do here is going to carry over into that world. So, right. and that life is a lot longer than this one.
How about that? I hope that everyone did, those that celebrate had, a good holiday. Being here in the DMV area, it has been so many homicides. Washington, D.C. has over 250 homicides in the year 2023. Come on, y'all. Y'all gotta put the guns down. Put the guns down. Like every time you turn around, somebody is killing their child or their parent or their grandparent. Like enough is enough. Enough is enough. Like this is, it's heartbreaking. I don't know what your stats are in Florida, but I know here that is, it's terrible. It's terrible. And it's like, you pray and, people have hope and faith that everything is going to get better. Yes. However, faith can't work alone.
Faith without works, you know what I'm saying? You got to put in. You got to be active and proactive. You can't just sit there doing nothing and expect good things to happen. And it's got to start with you.
Yep. And it's just like, they need to open up different places for these young adults to go. They say, yeah, it's jobs out here for everyone. It's jobs out here for everyone. It may be jobs out here for a lot of people, but sometimes Sammy can't get the job because Sammy has dreads all the way down his back, or Sammy doesn't have a stable home, or Sammy has charges from 15 years ago.
That part.
Then you have the mayor and the governor and everybody, they want to complain about everything, but what are you doing to help these individuals so they can get out of the street life? Like, what are y'all doing?
And then they want to charge you an arm and a leg to hire a lawyer to expunge your old record to get that charge from 15 years ago taken off, even though you done served your probation, you done did everything, but now you got to pay all this money just to have it taken off your record. Houseway, that don't even make any sense. It's all about money. Because, of course, the United States of America is a business, and all they care about is money. You are dollar signs to these people.
Exactly. And all they care about is helping other countries and not what's going on.
That part, here. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, let's just talk about that for a minute. Okay, because you done opened up a can of worms. So we got all this poverty in the United States of America, yet this man want to send millions and billions over to somebody else's war that ain't got nothing to do with us. America want to act like Captain Save-A-Ho, but they can't even save their own selves. Like, how does that work? Like, Houseway, it don't make no sense.
Exactly, because, people, we still waiting for our money for our student loans.
Right? What?
Joe Biden. Joe Biden.
And he said he was gonna pay for it his dang self if the Supreme Court didn't approve it. And where that? Every minute, all I see is you may qualify if you may. Okay, you've been saying all the ways I can qualify. Okay, I can qualify 10 ways. When's it gonna come off? That's all I want to know. When's it gonna happen? When's it gonna happen?
I don't know, but we're gonna have faith. We're gonna have faith that we're gonna pray.
I'm gonna have faith in the ancestors to motivate and get into some people's ears and make them do things they don't want to do. Because I sure don't got faith in the government.
No, not at all. Maybe somebody else will come along and we have a better politician or something. I don't know.
Hopefully.
I don't know.
Hopefully.
Do something like.
Yeah, because the pedophile of America, president of the United States is not he's not really trying to do anything for us.
No, they're not. As a matter of fact, nobody's doing anything for us. So I guess we have to do everything for us. And it's like you don't want to tell your kids don't go to school.
Right.
For a ride if you can't afford it because you want them to get that education, but a lot of people are saying, it's better to get a trade than to, go to these universities and get all these degrees and stuff that you may be knocked out the spot when they have AI Sally taking over and AI Rob taking over.
I know that's why I'm glad that at least my baby, my older one, he's going to school for cybersecurity and IT, so he gonna have a job, and he was recognized by the college board for a national for African American scholar, so he got a national award for that. So I'm very proud of him, my baby that just turned 18. He's definitely got everything going for him, so it's just it's just a proud moment. It's sad but proud. Sad because it's coming to an end. For me anyway. Like today we went to a doctor's appointment and I'm like, you want to go in? You want me to go in there with you? Mom, no, you could just wait. And I'm like, but what? He's like, I gotta start doing it for myself anyway. And it's like, no.
Yeah.
He's like, he's a man now. Okay.
You can't come in here. What you doing? You can't come in here.
This is like, I'm not ready to let him go, but I'm very proud of him. I'm very proud.
One thing I can say, though, that we both have raised men. Even though James is still young, mine are all adults, my boys, but we have raised men. Good, honorable men. Not saying that mine, haven't, done things and
hey, they gotta find their way, That's how it works. You gotta live and learn sometimes. For us, by us. That's right, Kiki. For us, by us.
Yeah. It's a learning. Everything is about learning. You know, everything is a learning lesson. Nobody is going to be this perfect individual.
No.
Regardless of who they're raised by. I don't care if you was raised by the Pope. It does not matter.
And speaking of the little man, like, I was looking at his pictures from last year to this year. It's like, my goodness, is this the same boy? Like, cause you know how like they do the whole memory thing on Facebook. So when they were showing me the memory of his 12-year-old happy birthday picture compared to his 13-year-old happy birthday picture, it's like, oh my God. And his voice went from hi mom to hey mom, what you? I'm like, oh no, we can't be having this. You would have put some treble on that bass when you speak to me.
I know when he spoke to me, I was like, wait a minute now. That ain't James King now. No.
Yeah, he a whole man. But he is loving basketball. He only been playing for 3 months, and he already out there like he been playing for years. So, yeah.
So I seen him out there on that professional court. I was like,
yes, he got to play at the Magic Arena after the Magic versus the Hornets. That was really good. That was a really good thing they did. It was kids' night, so they let them play for an hour on the court afterwards, and he saw a couple of players. He saw Brandon Miller, and Brandon Miller is also number 24. So he's like, we got the same number.
Cute.
Yeah, so it was real cool that they let them do that.
Yeah. I'm so proud of him, though. I'm so proud of him.
Yeah.
For just moving right along into himself.
Mm-hmm. They both grown up too fast for me.
Oh yeah, most definitely. Most definitely. Time is not waiting. Time is not pausing. Time is not stopping. Time is just like, you better get with the program because it's coming.
Sure enough.
Yes. Yes, I know that we're gonna have a successful 2024.
Definitely. And like I said, we had to take our little break in between, and life was lifing. But I mean, and it was life in every turn we took. Just when we thought we was back on top of things, then it started lifing again. And when one of us was ready, then the others got knocked back a few weeks. So it's like, but it's definitely things going on. Y'all need to put on your spiritual, like she said earlier, that spiritual warfare is real. The negative energies and entities in the universe who are seeing people wake up, they are not happy about it. So we are being attacked in the spiritual realm. We are being attacked in the earthly realm. And they putting so much stuff out in the universe. All these people coming out with illnesses and things they ain't never had before in their whole life, and reactions, and all of a sudden anaphylaxis. Like my friend is having anaphylaxis and she's never been allergic to anything, and then they do the test and they can't find nothing that she's allergic to. All kind of people, like even myself, breaking out with psoriasis and skin issues when I never had that in my whole life. People in my family are having it for the first time. My dang dog over there is dealing with something crazy on his skin, and he got allergies for the first time. They're definitely putting stuff in the air, y'all. And the spiritual people are more sensitive in every sense of the word. We are more in tune to the spiritual realm. We feel energies more. We are highly sensitive. We feel everything more. And with that being said, we are also more sensitive to the things that they put out there. But I guess they didn't know we was also more resilient. So you keep trying to throw that stuff out in the universe and keep trying to attack us. But believe me, we gonna keep coming. All right, we will survive. But everything y'all throw at me, we overcome and adapt. So,
that's right.
And that's why they keep trying. But so y'all definitely put on your defenses. Start protecting your energy, start aligning your chakras, start doing your cleansings, and also start taking your elderberry, start taking your ginger root. Chew on some ginger. Yeah, it's strong, but chew on some raw ginger, or make you some ginger tea with some lemon and some honey. Make you some elderberry tea. Make you some mullenberry tea. Like mullenberry, All those things are very good for you and keep your defenses up. Take your vitamin C or your emergency and all that stuff, your zinc. Start taking your supplements and start taking care of yourself from the inside. If some of us need to change our diet altogether and start eating more plant-based diets. I already told my girl I ain't cutting out the meat because she was like, we going vegan. I'm like, no ma'am. No ma'am, I'm about to eat me this steak. Which, but hey, but you can cut down at least. And real talk, there are some blood types like my blood type is actually a blood type. Old people, we do better on high protein. That's the way we're supposed to eat. We vampires, y'all. We supposed to eat a lot of protein, but try to get more protein through your vegetables than you do with your meats. So at the very least, you need to start cutting down, because don't forget, when it sprouts up, the energy is higher. Vegetables sprout up, okay? The energy is higher. Vegetables, then fruits before your grains. And any kind of meat, you are going to take on the energy of the animal that was slaughtered. So if you got a abused animal, you eating that abused energy. And you eating, if an animal is angry because it was being abused, or if it was diseased or whatever, you don't know what happened to that animal. They always want to tell you free range. Oh, it's free range. It had a good life. We don't know that. We don't know that to be true. So just know you are taking on the life force, the last energy that was in that animal. So eat wisely.
Here today. No, I was going out the door. As a matter of fact, I was going out the door, and I had turned and looked at my son, and I was like, I don't feel good. I was like, I just feel like, I feel disgusting. It's like, I just feel like, I said, I have no energy. Like, I feel like I just ate a lot of low vibrational food. And I was like, I just can't, I was like, I just feel gross. Like, I just want to stick my fingers down my throat and make myself throw up. And he was like, well, Ma, I mean, you did just cook a rack of shit. That's what he said. And I was like, yeah, but I'm like, this was days afterwards. And I'm like, I still don't, like, I got a detox. I was like, I got a detox. Like, this is not going to work for me.
Well, not to mention, of course, we know a lot of the stuff they making is fake, and it takes...
I don't eat beef and I don't eat pork. I haven't eaten pork in 20-something years.
Yeah.
I haven't eaten beef in a long time. I even made lamb, but I didn't even eat any of it. But I did eat, some turkey or whatever. I only ate a little bit of that because it's like, after cooking, it's like I just started feeling like I don't even want to eat none of this. So I mainly ate like greens and, stuff like that. But I did eat macaroni and cheese, I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, well, that's okay. But it's like, they putting so much more in the food and more preservatives and things like that. It's taking our body a lot longer to process, which means anything that we have in our system that ain't sitting well with us might take days for us to feel better, because it's taking days for us to process it until we get it all out, the waste. Because instead of burning it all for energy, it's just sitting there waiting for us to pass it. Because they're doing so much, and the stuff is just not breaking down like it used to, like it's supposed to. So definitely, and that's just something that unfortunately is what it is, because even if we do eat vegetables, they doing stuff to the vegetables too. Even if you plant your own seeds, they control the seeds. So they already get their hands on the seeds before you even get it. So, but does that mean that all hope is lost? No. Spend more time in the sun. They tell you to stay out the sun because the sun is good for you. But let me tell you something. I don't know if you ever noticed you be out in the sun a while and you don't be hungry. You sit out in the sun and it's all of a sudden you're not hungry, because the sun has all the nutrients that you need to sustain. But because we're such low elevated beings at this point in time, we still need food. But really, all you really need is the sun and water. The sun and water, just like plants. We are of the earth, just like plants. All they need is some nutrients from the sun and water, and that's all we need. But we're vibrating very low. But at the very most, if you spend more time in the sun, you're going to need less food to sustain you. The more and more you spend in the sun, the less food you're going to need. So that's one way to go about it. And just try your best. Try your best. Because there are still better options than than others. So even though they're tampering with all the food, eating the tampered with vegetables is still better than eating McDonald's. All right, cooking your own food is still better than going to fast food. So
Right.
things like that. But
Yep.
I mean, it's definitely, because it's not gonna get any better, y'all. So you have to be more proactive and
Mm-hmm.
and taking care of you.
Yep. And cut out the sugars. Cut out the sugars. It's not just about the meat.
Oh
Cut out the
yes, the sugar
yep.
sugar breaks down your immune system. If you eat a
Sugar.
lot of sugar, your immune system cannot function properly.
The sugar is like cocaine, crack, whatever kind of drug you want to name it. Sugar is not good for you at all.
It
At
sure
all.
is not. It is a drug essentially too.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
because people get
learn that.
addicted to sugar just like they get addicted to drugs. It's a different kind of drug. It's a natural drug, but all drugs come from a natural form. So sugar is just a different kind of drug, but it is addictive. It is exactly addictive as drugs, and sometimes it can be just as harmful. It causes diabetes and all kind of stuff, and it can kill you just like drugs can. So in a way, sugar is a drug.
Yeah. Yeah. So we have to be more mindful, and we have to set an example for the younger generations. Because we have little people that's under us. Not even our own children, but you have like grandkids, if you have grandkids or whatnot, or little cousins or little siblings or whatever. They're gonna follow our lead.
Right.
So it's like if my grandbaby, she see me sitting here eating cookies, she gonna want cookies.
Mm-hmm.
We all have a habit of something. But we just have to do better because we all want to live. We want to live as long as we possibly can. So just stay healthy and encourage one another to become healthy. And please make sure that you're going to get your physical. Let me tell you something. I know a lot of people that, they don't like going to the doctor and whatnot. But just as you go pick up that beer, just as you go pick up that wine, that cigarette, that joint, whatever you want to call it, that bong, go to the doctor and get a physical because you never know what underlying issues you may have. Please, it's important. Like, go get your blood drawn, get blood work done. You have to know what's going on the inside of your body because you can think, oh, I look good on the outside, I'm okay. I look like I'm
Lord,
perfectly
that's
fine.
definitely not the truth. People
Today, I
think
feel like
because they skinny, they healthy.
You know what I'm saying? So, like, right. You don't know. You don't know what's going on the inside of your body. Your outer shell could be drop dead gorgeous, but your inside could be corroded. So you have to go to the doctor. Go somewhere and get checked out.
We're going to take a quick break and we will be right back, y'all. Stay tuned.
Incredible change happens in life when you decide to take control of what you do have power over instead of worrying about what you don't. House of Healing Hands. Take control. Gain back your power.
Yesterday the sky was gray, but now I see such a beautiful ray.
Listen, baby, ain't no mountain high, ain't no valley low, ain't no river wide enough, baby.
If you need me, call me, no matter where you are, no matter how far.
Don't worry, baby.
Just call my name, I'll be there in a hurry. You don't have to worry, 'cause baby, there ain't no mountain high enough.
All right, y'all. We are back with Unabashedly Speaking with Mimi and Mashonda, season to episode 1, y'all. It is so exciting to be back, and I'm just glad we finally, I was like, okay, no, we doing it tonight. Bump that. Bump that. I'm feeling good. Mimi feeling good. We better jump on this wave while we can.
Seriously, because every time we be like, oh yeah, we can do it. Next thing I be like, my migraine, I got a migraine from hell, girl. No, not today.
Yeah.
Or this, or something is happening, or somebody's sick, or something. It's just always something. So we're gonna overcome all those somethings. Okay.
Yeah, and if y'all can't tell, there's a little scratch going on, And see, I don't claim sickness. I refuse to do that. Y'all got to remember, words are spells as well. Words are spells. So if you sit here and you are fighting a virus, okay, and then you sit here and you go, oh, I'm sick. Oh, I'm sick. Oh, I'm sick. You gonna be feeling sick because, okay, I know y'all have noticed sometimes where you might have had a headache or your stomach was hurting, and then you got distracted and you stopped thinking about it, and then you realize, oh, my head stopped hurting because you weren't thinking about it. Well, if you sit here and constantly saying, oh, my stomach hurts, oh, my head hurts, oh, I'm sick, oh, I got this, oh, I got that, it's going to be 20 times worse than if you just be proactive. So what happens when I get a virus starting to attack me? I don't be like, oh no, I'm sick. What I do is be like, oh, I see it. A virus is trying to attack me. What I'm about to do is I'm about to put my defenses up. I'm gonna drink my tea. I'm gonna do all the things that I need to do to make sure this thing don't take me out. And I'm not gonna sit there and be like, I'm sick. I'm not gonna lay around. Like, sometimes if you need rest, you need rest. But I'm not gonna sink into that sickness, because then it will overcome you. So you got to really, words are spells, and when it comes to anything, you don't claim illnesses, you don't claim things, because you become them. Oh, I got bipolar. Oh, I'm this. Oh, I'm that. You know what I'm saying? Because they become crutches and make you feel like, oh, the doctor told me I'm bipolar, so now I got a reason why I act this way. And now suddenly you're gonna stop trying to be any better. And you're going to stay that way. You put yourself in a box, or you claim an illness. Oh, I got this. I got fibromyalgia. I got diabetes. Well, you know what? You can overcome diabetes too. You can lose weight. You can eat right. You don't be like, oh, I got diabetes. Because I got it. I might as well eat right, because it's going to kill me anyway. Not eat right, but eat what I want to eat. You can friggin' change your diet and exercise and don't have diabetes no more. But you settle because you're claiming it like it belongs to you. Oh, this is my diabetes. I'm going to hold on to this. It's my diabetes right here. So y'all need to really stop claiming illness. Stop claiming emotions. Even like, oh, I'm depressed. Oh, I'm depressed. Stop being depressed and start, oh, what do I need to do to not feel this way no more? Stop sitting there and sinking into sad emotions, because when you get depressed, it releases a chemical in your brain that makes you stay depressed. You could be depressed because your boyfriend broke up with you and now you over it, but yet you still depressed, and you don't understand why. Because the longer you stay into depression, a chemical is being released that keeps you there. So as soon as you feel anything, whether it's sickness, emotional problems, or anything like that, you need to do whatever you can to counter those things. You're fighting a virus, counter it. You're fighting sadness, do something that makes you happy. Don't sit there and listen to no sad song. Put on some songs that make you want to get up and dance. Go for a walk and get some nature. But we definitely got to think about what we say, especially while we on it. And we're going to talk about all this and more like this season. We definitely going to have, because all of this is a lot. But look,
yeah,
stop saying bad things about yourself. When you mess up or whatever, oh, I'm so stupid. Oh, I hate myself. Oh, I always did. Oh, blah, blah. No. Y'all need to stop putting yourselves down. So please be mindful of the things you say in every aspect of your life, because words not only are spells, words also program your brain. So if you keep telling yourself that you ain't good enough, that you stupid, that you this, you that, that's what you're going to be. You're going to believe that, and you're never going to overcome that. You're never going to feel good about yourself. You need to have your affirmations. You need to do you is smart, you is kind, you is beautiful. And you really need to you look in the mirror oh, you a queen. And if you don't feel that way, then do what it takes to make you feel that way. Put some makeup on, do your hair. Because if you sit around looking bummy, sometimes you feel bummy. So put on some makeup, look cute, so you can be like, girl, you fine. Don't be talking, oh, you ugly, you ain't good enough. So again, y'all, please watch what you say. But again,
absolutely
we gonna be talking about all this.
You're right. You know what? Yeah, we are gonna get deeper into it as the season goes on. But to piggyback off of what you said, one thing about depression, like I was stuck in depression for many years, right? As you know. And it's like the more I was fighting to get out, it was like the more it was pulling me under. I was fighting to get out, and the more it was pulling me under. And I can't remember the correct verbiage that you said to me, but you said something to me, and you done some things, and I was like, well, damn, it's that quick. I was like, okay, well, I know I need to do this. I got to move these mountains. I got to move this. I got to do this. I got to do this. I got to do this. And eventually I was able to, it still may have taken some years, but I was able to get up.
Yes.
And be like, oh, I got this.
You got this,
you know,
for sure.
I was on a road for so long. And then, you know, when I had the accident, I felt myself go right back into it because I'm like, hold up, now I was just here. Now, how you let me go through this? Now, why I gotta go through this? Now, what lesson did I need to learn from this? And it was like so many emotions just coming, like just slapping me all around, right? And so then I was like, okay, it's a lesson. It's a lesson in this. You know, I'm gonna learn because in this lesson came a blessing. You know, and that's not for many people to understand, but I know what my blessing was going through that lesson. Okay. I learned a lot. But earlier today, I was having a deep conversation with Shay, my son. And we were going back and forth. And I was like, stop talking to me. You can make my blood pressure high. Stop talking to me. Then mind you, last night my blood pressure was 178 over 113, right? I didn't take any medicine because I'm like, I'm not taking the medicine anymore because it's very used. And I noticed that I feel worse when I actually take the medicine. So I'm not going to take the medicine anymore. So then I took it this morning. It was down some. It was like 158 over 99. It was coming down. Talking to him. And he's like, Mom, it's not even that serious. So I'm like, but you start talking to me first. So we just go back and forth. Like, it was nothing negative. We didn't have a negative conversation or anything, but we were just talking. So when we talked, you know, it was like, it was a conversation about something so simple, but I'm like, stop talking to me. You're going to make my blood pressure high. He's like, what? It don't make no sense. How your blood pressure gonna be high? I'm like, because let me tell you, when we finished talking and I took my blood pressure, it was back to 168 over 104. But you know what? But like you said, I spoke that into existence. I really truly did because after we finished the conversation and he walked out of my room, then I took it and I'm like, well, damn. I shouldn't have said that. And now they're just saying that. I'm like, I shouldn't have said that.
Exactly.
You know, I need to stop saying that because it's like, that's my defense. Like, okay, back off because I don't want this to happen. I don't want my numbers to rise. So this, you know, stop talking to you and make my brother. I got to stop saying that.
Yeah.
And think of something else to say or just not say nothing. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
But words are powerful. We have to be careful what we ask for. Somebody can speak something against you and it can turn around and happen because they don't realize that their words are powerful. Because somebody said something to me one weekend, and then the next weekend, me and my son was in a car accident. Right?
Right.
I didn't say it on myself. Somebody else spoke that on us. But you know what? I learned, like I said, everything that I've been through is always a lesson in everything, and it's always a blessing in everything. We don't understand, like, damn, why did I lose my job? Damn, I lost my house. Damn, I lost my car. Damn, I lost this. I lost my wallet. I lost this. I lost that. Something is always going to come back even better than what you previously had. You know what I'm saying? So we just have to be mindful, like Mashonda said, words are powerful. And we have to speak life into ourselves and we have to speak life into others. And I'm learning every day. I'm not perfect. I'm learning every day. And every day I may say something. I know Mashonda's going to get me all the way together. I already know, or my kids going to be like, Mom, all right, now you got to snap out of this. Like, you got to snap out of this. My kids, they definitely, they're my adult children, but I call them my kids, my babies.
Hey, they always gonna be my babies. So I don't know.
They help me through a lot, and they definitely don't sugarcoat anything, and they help me, you know, to make it every day. You know, I don't always have good days, and you know, sometimes they may have to pick me up off the floor because I'm having a whole crybaby session, but that's their purpose, you know, in my life. But you have to be mindful just to love on each other and to watch what you say, watch how you treat people, because it does come back on you. You know, and it may not. My father used to always say, what you do may not attack you, but it can attack your children or your grandchildren. You know what I'm saying? It can skip over you.
Generational curses are a real thing.
Absolutely. That's so true. And we don't realize that. We don't realize how powerful words are, how powerful our actions are. We have to protect each other. At the end of the day, that's what it's about. Love each other and protect each other. Don't hurt each other. Like, there's no reason for you to have to hurt the next person just to prove a point to who? Who you proving a point to? And be honest. Like, stop lying about stuff. People lie about the dumbest things. Be honest first with yourself. Love yourself, because if you don't love yourself, you can't love anybody else properly.
Most definitely.
You know, and just be kind, man. Like, the world is beating us up enough. We don't have to beat up each other. Like, it's just too much going on. It makes me so emotional, so let's change the subject.
Well, I'm going to say, with that being said, we're going to go ahead and close out tonight, because, you know, we could talk forever. We ain't been talking for months. We could talk forever. But we're going to go ahead and wrap this episode up. Now, don't forget, y'all, we're going to have so much going on. We're going to be talking about real things, because we here to empower, to elevate, to teach. It's about that time, you know what I'm saying? And I just want the ancestors to have our back, to make sure nobody tries to silence us, because we're going to really try to uplift and try to help a lot of people, because it is time. We need to put our spiritual armor on. We need to put our worldly armor on. We need to things have got to change. So we really trying to reach and help as many people as we can, and help each other. You know, because like Kiki say, for us, by us, we all we got. You know what I'm saying? So, it definitely am excited to be back. Thank you, Kiki, for kicking it with us this whole episode, and we hope to see you in the future. And we definitely gonna have you back on the show. I'm pointing over here because I'm reading the comments over here. So you're like, she ain't right here next to me, but I got my comments up on this computer over here, but we definitely gonna have you back on if you are willing. So, you know, have your topics ready so you can talk about them when we get you on the show. So we definitely want to hear from you, and we want to hear from everybody else. But go ahead and close it out for me, girl.
Yes, thank you all for tuning in. And like I always say, be kind, be mindful, love each other, protect each other, and most importantly, protect your children to the best of your ability, because we all haven't done that as much as we should have. So let's protect our babies. Let's keep them close. Let's tell
check
them how
in with them.
Absolutely. Just be safe and enjoy the rest of your night, and we will see you all again.
We will see you next time. Thank you for tuning in. Have a wonderful night. Love and light, everyone. Be safe.